Aloha, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2024 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's been a tough gig watching the race, sitting here in the spa, staring down at Waikiki Beach. Got a lot to talk about, so pull up a pew, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
You would fucking read about it.
With F1 returning to the Jeddah Street Circuit for the fourth time, it's only got a limited run ahead of it before in 2030 there is a planned new circuit outside the capital city of Riyadh, which Herman Tilke's course had a bit of a play with, sharpened the pencil and designed an amazing track from what the concept is going to be. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes, especially with its elevated turn one based on the COTA principle of the turn one rise up to it. So the talking point for the weekend really wasn't much other than Carlos Sainz being sidelined due to his appendix being removed and replaced by Ollie Beerman, who did an outstanding job, but I'll talk about that soon. Again, Stroll has cost his old man some money when he nailed the wall. He took the blame for it for once, which is an odd thing for him because he never usually does. Now, there was some controversy, and some of the commentators were saying it was too much when Kevin Magnussen obviously got a 10-second penalty for overtaking outside the track limits. But the thing is, that 10-second penalty was increased from 5 seconds at the request of the drivers themselves, so I can't see what the commentators are complaining too much. Now, I've got to say, McLaren's looking strong this season, but really, are they getting the results they want? As Badge stated to me, he doesn't believe the DRS is working that well, because he saw Piastri trying to get around Hamilton. He did, but then he had to give the place back because he went outside the track limits. So I think McLaren have still got some work to do to prove themselves strength-wise. Now, Daniel Ricciardo, he made an amateur spin and bagged up his RB coming through a corner. So I've got to say, and I say this openly as an Aussie, I don't think Ricciardo's probably going to be within the Red Bull fraternity, I'd say beyond the end of this season, only due to the fact that I think Tsunoda's giving him a real good run for his money. Obviously, in the opening race at Bahrain, they're coming together, but I can't see Dan really, lighting a flame under Yuki to say, mate, I'm absolutely blitzing you. I'm nailing you. I think there's other options out there that could replace Dan Ricciardo at the end of the year. Now, obviously, the talking point of the whole weekend was Ollie Beerman, the Ferrari reserve driver who was parachuted into the seat. Had a very short run in FP3, got to quali, got to 11th, and then turned up to the race. And what a drive that was for that young kid. Really, he was planted into the seat very quickly, and he just showed what can be done. Now, Chris Cercello and obviously Don Dixon both made comments about him potentially going to Haas next year to replace either K-Mag or the Hulk. I'd say K-Mag is the driver that will be replaced. If Ao Komatsu can obviously have discussions with Freddie Vasseur and say, mate, can we have your reserve driver? We need a young gun to potentially drive the skin off this Haas next year. And I think it's full credit to Ollie that he was able to pull off the drive that he did. I think it's just an outstanding effort. And to come home for 7th with a handful of points is certainly a great result for a kid on his debut. And he was obviously congratulated by Lewis Hamilton as soon as he got out of the car. And yeah, just an outstanding drive. So I think Ollie Beerman's going to be a guy to watch, especially for the driver market next year with his links to Ferrari. I'd say he's done well to potentially plant himself into a Haas. Yes, some people are going to say the Haas seat is going to be a waste of time for him, but at least it's his exposure to the F1 category rather than being stuck in F2 like all the other drivers want to be. So that's going to be something to watch. So overall, not the most exciting race as Bahrain was, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in Australia when we go back to another circuit that potentially could have some more action, as it certainly did last year when I was there. And so hopefully some more stuff to view next time we're in Australia in 2 weeks' time. Until then, I say thanks for watching, and it's been a great trip here to Hawaii. I head home to Australia in a couple of days' time, and looking forward to the AusGP when I'll be reporting to you again next with the next notebook. Until then, thanks for watching. Mahalo. Bye-bye.